Episode 36. The nightmare is over. Canterlot Castle. Nighttime has finally fallen upon Equestria, thanks to Rainbow Dash's scroll message to Princess Cadence. An injured shadow is hovering outside the castle, looking into the throne room. Chrysalis has Twilight outside her cocoon, but her hooves are sealed to the floor and her magic horn is covered in slime. Chrysalis using her magic to feed on Twilight's love. Shadow watches on with a concerned look. Shadow gets angry seeing Twilight in agony. Shadow to himself. I can't take this any longer. Shadow teleports into the throne room. Hey, Chrysalis! You should have sent a better assassin! Or better yet, why don't you take a shot at it yourself? Shadow, no. Why did you come here? You were our best chance, but not like this. Well, I got exactly what I wanted. And what's that? You here alive. Chrysalis teleports in front of Shadow and quickly seals him in a cocoon. No, Shadow! And just like that, there goes your only chance at victory, Twilight Sparkle. Tomorrow morning, you and Starlight Glimmer are going to watch as I devour every ounce of love from him. I will enjoy every second of taking the life away from this hedgehog and watching Starlight's heart shatter to pieces as I take away everything she loves from her, just as she did to me a year ago. Chrysalis, what? I know Princess Celestia would never say this to you, but I'll say it for myself. I'm sorry. You have nothing to be sorry for other than being loyal to that evil Princess Celestia. Because of her, I lost everything that I loved and was dear to me. There's still a chance for you to go back to what you were before, a princess and a pony, just like me. All you have to do is give love instead of take it, and you'll be free of the evil demons you gave your soul to. It's too late for apologies, Twilight Sparkle. I'm finally going to have my revenge upon Celestia and Luna for allowing Sombra to take everything away from me. It's nothing personal, Princess Twilight, but I know where your loyalty lies, and that makes you an enemy, just the same as them. Chrysalis seals Twilight back into her cocoon. Chrysalis uses her magic and hangs both Twilight and Shadow's cocoons from the ceiling of the throne room. Chrysalis heads up to Princess Celestia's chamber and begins crying. The next morning, Twilight's half-destroyed castle. The Hunters of Harmony, the Sonic Heroes, and the Wonderbolts are all together in Twilight's den. Rainbow Dash enters carrying the Pegasus potion. Applejack, Peaky Pie, and Rarity! Drink up, ladies! Rainbow Dash gives them each a vial of the potion to drink. Unlike the Flim Flam Brothers energy drink, this stuff actually gives you wings. It actually tastes pretty good, though, too. You won't hear me complain about being an alicorn for another 12 hours. Cheers, ladies. They toast and drink the potion. All right, let's stick to the plan we discussed last night. Chris, Tails, Knuckles, and Fluttershy are in the X-Tornado, fighting the battle on the outside of the castle. The Wonderbolts will attack from the opposite side of the throne room, leaving the rest of us to attack Canterlot Castle head-on. Tails, did you and Chris load the missiles into the X-Tornado last night? We sure did, Sonic. Yeah, the X-Tornado is ready for battle. Excellent. Spike rushes into the throne room. You guys, Shadow is missing. What do you mean Shadow is missing? Before the battle with the changelings yesterday, Twilight put a sleeping spell on Shadow to prevent him from fighting. She hid Shadow down in the wine cellar to keep him safe. I just checked down there and he's gone. He's not anywhere in the castle. The Pegasus potion kicks in. Pinkie Pie, Applejack, and Rarity once again magically sprout wings. Regardless, we don't have time to worry about him. We not only have to save Equestria, but Starlight and Twilight's lives hang in the balance, so every second counts. Rouge, are you coming with us? No, I'm choosing to sit this one out. Spike needs some company after everything he went through yesterday. I appreciate that, Rouge. Thanks. It's settled then. Is everyone ready to head out? Everyone. Yeah! It should only take about an hour for us to reach Canterlot Castle. Good luck, guys. Bring Sparkles home safely. We're gonna try, Rouge. Everyone heads outside. Chris, Tails, and Fluttershy board the X-Tornado. Are you sure you don't want to ride on my back to Canterlot, Nooks? Rainbow Dash is the most talented flying Pegasus in Equestria, and I will never fly on her back again. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm sticking with Tails and flying inside the comforts of the X-Tornado. I can't say I blame you, Sugar Cube. Knuckles gives Applejack a kiss. I still love you though, AJ. I'll see you when we get to Canterlot. And I still love you too, Nooks. Knuckles boards the X-Tornado. Sonic climbs onto Rainbow Dash's back. All right, every pony, it's time to take back Canterlot. Tails starts the X-Tornado and slowly lifts off, leading the team towards Canterlot Castle. The Harnesses of Harmony, the Sonic Heroes, and the Wonderbolts are heading for Canterlot Castle in an attempt to defeat Chrysalis and the Changeling Army once and for all. Meanwhile, at Canterlot Castle, Chrysalis had taken Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, Princess Twilight Sparkle, and Starlight Glimmer outside of their cocoons. Instead, Chrysalis had used her cement-like slime to seal the three princesses and Starlight to the floor. Their magic unicorn horns were also covered in slime, thus preventing them from using their magic. What are you up to, Chrysalis? I have a very special surprise for all of you this morning, and I wanted you all to enjoy it outside the confines of your cocoons, especially you, Starlight Glimmer. Chrysalis uses her magic to open Shadow's cocoon. Shadow! Chrysalis uses her magic to restrain Shadow from moving. I'm glad to see you're all right, Starlight. I swear, Chrysalis, if I ever get my hooves on you... Shut up! Chrysalis, please. You were good once. Please, I can help you. Please, let me help you. It's too late to help me, Twilight Sparkle. I begged Celestia and Luna for help, and they ignored my pleas. You don't know the agony their ignorance cost me. All you know, Twilight, is the history from all the stupid books you've probably read about me. What are you talking about? Then enlighten us, Chrysalis. Tell us what the history books neglected to tell us about you. I want to hear it from your mouth. What caused you to give your soul to the King of Demons? What difference does it make why I did it? I'm never going back to the princess or the pony I once was. Why should I? When being a normal, caring, and love-giving princess got me nothing but betrayal and a broken heart. Tears begin to fall from Chrysalis's eyes. I can see how this pains you. Let it out, Chrysalis, so we can help you. Twilight, enough. We can't help her. She's chosen this path out of anger, revenge, and for her own selfishness. Luna and I are not to blame for your bad choices, Chrysalis. The backstory of Princess Chrysalis. My bad choices! For months I warned you of an evil presence in the Crystal Empire, but you were too busy fighting with your sister Luna to care about what happened to me, my husband, and the crystal ponies we ruled over. I had to watch as King Sombra murdered my husband. I watched as Sombra took everything I ever loved away from me, while you and Luna continued your ridiculous sibling rivalry. You never took King Sombra seriously until he threatened Equestria's safety, and by the time you finally realized how great of a threat he was, it was already too late. He already put the curse on my empire, making it disappear once you and Luna defeated him. I lost everything because of your sibling rivalry, so I vowed revenge, and that's when the King of Demons made me an offer. He said love was taken from me, so in return, I'd take love away from you and all of Equestria. He promised me partial immortality. Partial, meaning I would not age or die of illness or natural causes. He promised I would rule over a race known as the changelings. A race that would take away love in Equestria, just as you had done to me, Celestia. All he asked for in return was for me to consume the love of 100 ponies in 1 year's time. Needless to say, I fulfilled my end of the deal, and in return he fulfilled his. Thus my rise as the Queen of the Changelings. Once again, Chrysalis, you alone are responsible for your actions. I never wanted this. I was a fair, kind, and loving ruler along with my husband over the Crystal Empire, and when we needed you, you abandoned us. I had to deal with Luna first because Nightmare Moon was consuming her. Equestria's safety was in jeopardy because of it. All you cared about was your sister. Like I stated earlier, you never gave my warnings of King Sombra's presence a thought until his armies began marching across Equestria. I bet looking back now you wish you would have helped me. I am mere moments away from exacting my revenge upon you and every pony you love, Celestia, and you as well, Starlight Glimmer. I'm going to start by killing this nuisance of a hedgehog, and you're going to watch every second of it, Starlight Glimmer. Chrysalis immediately begins feeding on Shadow's love. After a couple of seconds, Chrysalis stops feeding on Shadow's love. Chrysalis is disgusted by the taste of Shadow's love. Oh, this is even better than I ever could have imagined. Shadow's love tastes awful because he has evil in his heart. What better way to exact my revenge upon you, Starlight, than to watch you get killed by your own fiancé? Chrysalis, don't you dare. What? Use Shadow's evil to make him my slave and do my bidding? I'm going to watch. I'm going to enjoy watching Shadow rip you apart, Starlight. Chrysalis uses her magic and the evil in Shadow's love to turn him evil by casting a spell on him. Chrysalis telekinetically removes Shadow's bandages and heals the stab wound she inflicted upon him a few days prior. Chrysalis releases Shadow from her telekinetic hold. Shadow genuflects to Chrysalis. I shall do whatever you ask of me, my queen. Arise, my slave. Chrysalis uses her magic and frees Starlight from the slime, and also takes the slime off her unicorn horn. Chrysalis, please, not like this, not by my own fiancé. You should have thought twice before convincing my changelings to betray me and destroying my hive, Starlight Glimmer. I promised an unimaginable revenge upon you, and even though I'm pure evil, I always keep my promises. I'm going to relish every second of you being killed by your own fiancé, Shadow. Chrysalis, if you go through with this, I won't be able to help you. I'm not the one who needs help, Twilight Sparkle. Don't worry. When Shadow is finished with Starlight Glimmer, you're next. Shadow, kill Starlight Glimmer! Shadow follows orders and immediately begins his assault on Starlight Glimmer. Just as Shadow is about to punch Starlight, Starlight uses her magic and telekinetically freezes Shadow in place. Shadow, please! I know the real you can hear me. Fight it, Shadow! This is entertaining already. I'm actually having fun. Starlight, remember love is how you beat Chrysalis's magic. You have to kiss Shadow to break Chrysalis' spell on him. And how do you propose I do that when he's trying to kill me? You have him restrained with your magic. Kiss him. I hope this works. Starlight, with Shadow restrained, kisses Shadow nervously on the lips. The kiss had no effect and did not break the spell. Chrysalis fires a small energy blast from her horn at Starlight, forcing Starlight to be distracted, thus breaking her concentration and her telekinetic hold on Shadow. Starlight dodges Chrysalis' energy beam. Shadow teleports in front of Starlight and punches her, sending her flying across the room. Twilight, shocked. I don't understand. That kiss should have broken the spell. You're right, it should have. I guess Starlight isn't Shadow's true love after all. Starlight slowly stands back up on all four hooves. Shadow holds his right hand out towards Starlight, getting ready to fire a Chaos Blast. Shadow, no! Chaos Blast! Canterlot was hit by a missile launched by the X-Tornado. Shadow, stop! Fun time is over, Chrysalis. My friends are here, and they will defeat you. We'll see about that. Go, my changelings, and attack them! Shadow, stop your attack on Starlight and protect me! Yes, my queen. Meanwhile, outside the castle, changelings begin to fly out of the castle. Inside the X-Tornado. Nice shot, Chris! You definitely woke up the welcoming committee. Communicator. All right, Rainbow Dash. We blew a hole in the wall of the castle. Chris and I will cover you as you lead the team into the castle. You heard him! Let's go, every pony! Rainbow Dash leads the Harnessers of Harmony and Silver into the hole in the wall that the missile created. Chris begins firing the laser machine gun at the changelings to provide cover. Meanwhile, inside the castle hallways, the changelings begin attacking our heroes by firing energy beams from their horns. Sonic jumps off Rainbow Dash's back and begins running down the hallway, attacking changelings as he runs. Rainbow Dash is flying closely behind Sonic, punching changelings as she flies past them. Rarity and Silver are a little further back. Both are flying next to each other. This way, Silver. I know a shortcut to the throne room. Silver follows Rarity down a different hallway. They both begin blasting changelings. Rarity with her magic unicorn horn and Silver with his energy blasts. Inside the throne room, Shadow has moved in front of Chrysalis to protect her. All of a sudden, the Wonderbolts enter by crashing through the throne room windows. Shadow immediately begins attacking them. Shadow punches Hurricane. She bounces off the throne room floor. Thunder begins assaulting Shadow with a flurry of hoof punches. Despite being pummeled, manages to knee Thunder in the ribcage. Thunder splits up blood. Shadow then teleports behind Thunder and buries his foot into Thunder's spine and drives him straight into the throne room floor, putting a hole in the floor and sending Thunder plummeting to the floor below. With Shadow distracted, Starlight rushes over to Twilight and attempts to free her from the slime. Chrysalis glances over and notices Starlight's rescue attempt. Chrysalis teleports over to Starlight. Starlight, watch out! Chrysalis stabs Starlight with her horn in the side, where Starlight's front legs meet with her body. Ah! Chrysalis slowly removes her horn from Starlight's side and punches Starlight, knocking her unconscious. Starlight's body tumbles across the floor violently, leaving splatters of blood as she bounces off the floor. Starlight, unconscious, now begins to miscarry from the impact of bouncing across the floor. Shadow, in the meantime, is continuing his decimation of the Wonderbolts. Out of nowhere, Sonic rushes in and kicks Shadow in the face, sending him flying through one of the throne room walls. You guys okay? We are now, thanks, Sonic. Yeah, that guy was brutal. Quick, go help Twilight and Starlight now. I'll handle Shadow. Hurricane gets up off the floor. You heard him, Bolts. We have to protect Princess Twilight. God damn it. Wow, this is going great. The rest of the team arrives, completely surrounding every entrance to the throne room. The castle begins shaking violently. Sorry about that, guys. Shadow angrily. Ah! Shadow fires a blast at Sonic. Whoa! Sonic barely dodges the blast as it exits the castle and explodes outside. As Sonic was dodging the blast, Shadow teleports behind Sonic. Sonic turns around and gets punched by Shadow as blood flies from Sonic's nose and mouth. Sonic recovers and faces Shadow. Sonic wipes the blood from his nose and mouth. You may look and fight like Shadow, but I can assure you you're not as strong as he is, changeling. I can assure you that I'm not one of these weak, pathetic changelings. Twilight rushes over to Sonic, having been freed from the slime by the Wonderbolts. Twilight steps in front of Sonic. Sonic, that's not a changeling. It's the real Shadow, and he's under Chrysalis' spell. Shadow, I love you. Please let me help you.
Get out of the way, Twilight. This is between me and Sonic.
Oh no, Starlight! Chrysalis is using her telekinesis to lift Starlight off the floor. Chrysalis... I gotta go back. Oh my god, the timing on this. Chrysalis is using her telekinesis to lift Starlight into the air. Twilight quickly teleports over to Chrysalis and kicks her in the side of the head. Chrysalis is sent flying through a wall and winds up outside of the castle. What's your name, Wonderbolt? It's Tristan, Your Highness. Tristan, I need you to take Starlight to Camelot Royal Hospital immediately. She's pregnant and hurt. She needs to be examined by a doctor right away. I'm on it, Princess Twilight. Twilight uses her magic to place Starlight on Tristan's back. Please, be very careful with her, and thank you. Don't worry, she's in good hooves, Your Highness. Tristan takes off slowly with Starlight on his back. Twilight flies outside the castle looking for Chrysalis. Alright, where are you, Chrysalis? Chrysalis is higher up in the air and is looking down on Twilight. Chrysalis fires an enormous energy beam from her horn at Twilight. Twilight looks up and spots the blast coming. Twilight counters by firing her own energy beam. Both energy beams collide, causing an explosion. Twilight flies directly at Chrysalis. She throws a punch that Chrysalis dodges. Chrysalis misses Twilight with a stab attempt.
This will be your end, Twilight Sparkle.
Twilight punches Chrysalis in the face. Chrysalis recovers and throws a punch, missing Twilight. Twilight catches Chrysalis off guard with an energy blast. Chrysalis rides the energy blast all the way to the ground as it explodes. Twilight, knowing Chrysalis isn't dead, teleports down to the ground. Chrysalis is standing as the smoke clears away.
Not bad, Twilight. You're pretty close to matching Celestia with your power, but it still won't be enough, and you'll need the elements of harmony to defeat me.
Don't worry, I fully intend on getting my crown back and using it on you. Meanwhile, back inside Camelot Castle, it's utter chaos as our heroes continue to fight the Changeling army.
This will be our last fight, Sonic!
I can't believe you've allowed yourself to fall under Chrysalis' control. I'm disappointed in you, Shadow. After she tried to kill you, I was the one who saved your life. Why are you refusing to remember and attempting to fight the spell she has you on?
I never asked for your blood to save me, Sonic. However, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy pounding the blood out of you now. Chaos Spear!
Shadow launches a barrage of energy balls at Sonic. Sonic quickly avoids them all as he charges at Shadow. Sonic lands a kick that sends Shadow reeling. Sonic quickly races towards Shadow. Shadow spots Sonic coming and teleports behind him. Sonic turns around and gets punched in the face by Shadow. Ah! Sonic throws a punch and catches Shadow in the jaw. Ooh! Shadow gets turned around and catches a kick from Sonic. Shadow slides across the throne room floor. Sonic charging at Shadow. Shadow fires an energy blast that hits Sonic head on. Sonic trying to shake off the impact. Shadow teleports and appears in front of Sonic. Sonic on all fours gets kicked in the jaw and sent flying straight up into the air. Shadow teleports up and intercepts Sonic's course by clenching his hands together and smashing Sonic in the back of the head. Sonic hits the floor with a big boom. Sonic! Rainbow Dash, with an unbelievable burst of speed, flies at Shadow and catches him off guard with a kick to the head. Shadow, barely conscious, can't defend himself as Rainbow Dash punches Shadow and sends him plummeting into the throne room floor. Ah! Rainbow Dash at full speed heads straight for Shadow. Shadow fires a fireball at Rainbow Dash, who easily dodges it, but gets clobbered by Shadow, who teleported up to Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash tumbles onto the throne room floor. Shadow lands on the floor and slowly begins walking towards Rainbow Dash. Sonic races in and kicks Shadow in the temple, knocking him out. Sonic checks on his wife, Rainbow Dash. Sonic helps Rainbow Dash off the floor. Rainbow Dash begins kissing Sonic. You're okay. I'm a little beat up, but I've been in worse shape. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. It probably wasn't a great idea for me to attack Shadow head on like that. But when I saw you hurt, I kind of lost it.
You did pretty good against Shadow. Twilight needs help with Chrysalis outside the castle. I'll call Tails and inform him to let Fluttershy and Knuckles out of the X-Tornado. You girls are going to need Fluttershy to finish Chrysalis off with the elements of harmony. While you girls are fighting Chrysalis, me, Silver, and Knuckles will hold off the rest of the changelings and Shadow. Communicator. Tails, copy? Tails, communicator. Yeah, what's up, Sonic? Sonic, communicator. I need you to land the X-Tornado to allow Fluttershy and Knuckles to join the fight. We need their help to finish this fight. Tails, communicator. Copy that. How are things going in there? Sonic, communicator. Not so good. We're holding our own, but we're still heavily outnumbered, and Twilight is fighting Chrysalis alone outside the castle. And if that weren't enough, Shadow was put under an evil spell by Chrysalis, and we're fighting him too. Tails, communicator. That's awful. Sonic, communicator. Tails, I have to go. Shadow is starting to come around after I knocked him out.
What do you want me to do, Sonic?
You and the girls go out and help Twilight with Chrysalis. If you girls can beat her, maybe you'll break the spell on Shadow. We'll handle the changelings and Shadow. Outside the castle, Tails, Chris, Fluttershy, and Knuckles still inside the X-Tornado. The changelings are firing energy beams at the ship. Tails, why are we flying away from them? You'll see, trust me. Tails flying the X-Tornado straight towards the castle.
Tails!
X-Tornado, switch to BattleBot mode, now! BattleBot mode initiated. The X-Tornado begins to change from a plane into a battle robot. Tails, we're going to crash into the castle! Nope, just through the window. The X-Tornado crashes through the windows of the throne room. Just as they crash through the windows, the X-Tornado completes its transformation into a BattleBot. BattleBot mode complete. Alright, now we have some firepower. Tails opens the hatch to allow Fluttershy and Knuckles to exit the X-Tornado. Good luck, you guys. Fluttershy kisses Tails.
You too. Stay safe, Tails.
Knuckles and Fluttershy exit the X-Tornado. Tails closes the hatch. Roughly 30 changelings are remaining. Shadow starts to slowly get up off the floor. The changelings form a circle around our heroes, trapping them.
So much for helping Twilight.
Sonic, communicator. Tails, Chris, do you think you can clear a path for the girls so they can help Twilight? Chris, communicator. I'd be happy to, Sonic. Chris opens fire with the laser machine gun, clearing an opening for the girls to fly off and help Twilight.
Come on, girls, let's go help Twilight.
Just as Rainbow Dash was getting ready to leave with the Harnesses of Harmony, Twilight crashes through the roof of the throne room. Twilight is stunned a bit, but is able to recover in time to use her magic to land harmlessly on the floor. Twilight breathing heavy. This is not really Twilight. Applejack rushes over. Good gravy, Twilight. Are you all right? Chrysalis as Twilight. Yeah, I'm fine. Chrysalis as Twilight punches Applejack. Applejack lying motionless on the floor.
Ugh!
Knuckles explodes with anger and begins attacking Chrysalis, who's still disguised as Twilight. Knuckles lands an enormous punch on Chrysalis that sends her flying. Chrysalis morphs back into her original form and quickly fires an energy blast from her horn. The force of the blast sends Knuckles flying across the throne room. Knuckles lands hard but is okay. Chrysalis charges at Knuckles. Silver uses his telekinetic power to stop Chrysalis. Chrysalis can't move.
Sonic, finish her with your spinball technique.
Shadow teleports over to Silver and blasts him with an energy blast. Silver is alive but unconscious.
Well done, Shadow.
The real Twilight uses her magic and teleports directly in front of Chrysalis. Twilight punches Chrysalis. Chrysalis recovers and attempts to stab Twilight. Chrysalis and Twilight lock together in a power struggle.
I wish you would have let me help you. I don't want your help or pity. I'm on the verge of exacting my revenge upon all of you. Changelings, finish them now!
The changelings begin attacking the Harnesses of Harmony. Sonic rushes over to Knuckles and helps him off the floor.
Thanks. It looks like it's you and me against Shadow.
Remember, he's under a spell, so let's try not to hurt him, Knuckles.
We may not have a choice if it means our survival.
Shadow races towards Sonic and Knuckles. Shadow crushes Sonic with a kick to the side. Knuckles jumps in and begins exchanging punches with Shadow. Sonic watches on, down on one knee as he recovers from the kick he just received. Ow.